They're soon lost too.
Hold on, suit of armour. Left. Hold on, let's go through it. Let's think again, guys.
Every time they have to be put back on track, it'll count against them.
So what is it that makes some people better than others at navigation? The hippocampus plays a crucial role in spatial memory, and good navigators seem to use it more than those who struggle to find their way. Take London cabbies, for example. Recent research suggests that years of studying the knowledge and navigating around London can actually affect the shape of the hippocampus, building it up at the back, almost like a muscle. So maybe we can train that part of the brain to be better navigators. But will that apply to someone as hopeless as children's entertainer Jilly Jellybean, who by her own admission...
Do we go left, do we go right?
...would struggle to find her way through a straight tunnel. When she's not lost in the maze, Jilly Jellybean is loved by her audiences and travels the country to keep children entertained.
You can't get a better job. You go out and you are there to make children laugh. What can be better than that?
Jilly, real name Morgan Faraday, is often close to tears before the party starts. Her poor spatial memory means that finding the venue is often a catastrophe.
I am totally blank as to where we're going.
When I've taken a wrong turning or I'm thinking this is not right, it is panic.
I have not got an idea of where we're going now.
You become very flustered.
Where are we?
You start getting irritable.
Where are we going to end up at the end of this road?
And everything just goes, it just goes all wrong for you.
Morgan needs help, and fast. It's time for navigational boot camp. But first, Morgan has to find a way to the classroom. Warrant Officer Dave Rollins assesses the methods Morgan used to find the army base.
Firstly, you kept spinning the map, you're turning the map around.
Yeah.
And that's what we call orientating the map, and it's a key skill to good navigation,
okay.
So that you always know the direction of the ground, and the ground must relate to the map.
Dave asks Morgan to plan a route between two locations in her local area. He then teaches her a method which simplifies these directions.
You said you'd go past sort of junction 2 until you got to junction 3B, and then you turn up at junction 6. They're good examples of what we call an orienteering. We call those collecting features. They're the points that you can confirm where you are as you go along your route.
So marking key points on your journey to look out for can ensure you know you're on the right track.
The reverse journey.
To see if this has worked, Dave puts Morgan into an unfamiliar environment. But will her new navigational tips help her?
Yeah, straight over. OK, we've gone wrong.
She is heading back in completely the wrong direction.
We went right, and I should have gone left.
Morgan struggles to recognise the wood from the trees. So back on the streets, could the varied scenery of a bustling city actually turn out to be a help and not a hindrance to her navigation? London cabbie Pat Graves is on hand to show Morgan some tricks of the trade.
When you drive, it's looking at places, you see. It's not just looking forward, focusing. It's looking around at where you are. So if you get lost and you come back and you go, oh, actually, I took a left here. I remember that building there.
Pat uses landmarks to navigate her way around her mental map of the city. Morgan should use similar physical structures to keep her on the right route when driving.
What I'd like to do is set you a little goal. I'll give you a route, and for you to learn that route, and I want you to take in places that you know, if it's shops that you'll remember,
right,
and use them as your focal points to get you through.
Right?
Yeah?
Let's go for it.
In just 7 days' time, Morgan will have to navigate a busload of tourists around London. The big day dawns, and it's all aboard.
Let's go! OK then, driver, can I ask you to just drive straight along the road to Marble Arch? One of my collectors or collection points would be to look out for Hamleys, which Pat told me would be on my left-hand side. And here it is, it's just coming up now, so we're on track. We're now approaching Trafalgar Square. Nelson will be on our right-hand side. Take your first main left, which will be Victoria Embankment. Have you got your life jackets with you, just in case I take a wrong turning? Follow the island all the way round. Do a right turn. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached our destination. The mystery tour's over! Yeah.
It was lovely, we enjoyed it.
So, how's Morgan getting on in the Memory Manor maze? With the map still fresh in their heads, the red team are pulling ahead at our first time check. And Morgan's team is 6 minutes behind. But it's not long before the red team start picking up penalty points.
I think we'll probably stop there. Afraid you've taken the wrong turn.
Morgan's team are much more gung-ho following the landmarks.
We go left with the camel, come on guys.
But which team will make the fewest errors?
Do you think it's this way?
No, I think it's that way.
We'll be back later to find out.
Now it's your turn for the next chapter of our interactive mystery.
How's your spatial memory?
The famous missing painting was stolen about 9 o'clock one evening while Lord Bath was watching television upstairs. But where was it taken from? Study this map carefully and try to remember as much of it as you can. The painting was lifted from the state drawing room. But can you remember which room that is? Make a note of your answer now. The state drawing room was number 7. This was a test of spatial layout. It relied on your ability to form a mental map to keep in your mind where different rooms were in relation to each other. In everyday life, this type of spatial awareness helps you to remember where you left your keys or where you parked your car. And if you can manipulate this information, you're probably quite good at using maps and finding your way around new places. This kind of memory is difficult to improve, and the best thing you can do is to develop strategies to cope, like making a note of where you've parked your car. Try and develop a system for things like keys, so you always put